If you go anywhere around the world, you say the name Barcelona, everyone will know what you're talking about. Barcelona is one of the most historic, the most amazing, the most insane football clubs in the entire world. Matter of fact, they're one of the most insane, historic sports teams in the entire world. Their history is so deep. They've won Champions League. They've won trebles. They've done everything you could do in football. And not only that, they had one of the greatest football players in the world to play for their team. But not only that, they had Ronaldinho, they have Lamine Yamal, they have a crazy amount of talent. And that's why today we are going to build a team of 11 players, not just from their present team, but from their history and all above. We're going to put them together and we are going to try to build the best past and present Barcelona team of all time. These are the 11 spots that we are going to fill right now, but there is always a challenge. There is always a twist. If I win my game with this 11 players, I get to open up the icon pack. And when I open up this icon pack, I get to keep whatever is in it. But if I lose, I will be discarding the icon packs. Now, we're going to open two of them. I think two of them. Maybe one, maybe two. We're going to start off with Iniesta. Why? Because Iniesta is one of the most overpowered, most insane, most incredible, decorated Barcelona players of all time. When you talk about some of the best midfielders to ever play the game, many people will tell you Iniesta is for sure up this list. This guy is just absolutely insane. The Iniestas, the Xavis, the Biscuits, we know how this goes. In goal, we got to take a step backwards. Why? Because there is no historic player from Barcelona's history in goal. So that's why we're going to go with Juan Garcia, who actually recently just joined Barcelona. But like I told you guys, there is no like Victor Valdez, or what was that one guy that was on the bench for them a lot behind Victor Valdez? I think there's a Pinto. He used to have like the dreads. The cornrows. I think he was Pinto. I think that's what his name was. At the left back position, we're going to keep it real simple and drop in my boy Jordi Alba. Why? Because Jordi Alba is not only one of the greatest left backs to ever play the game, but when you think about the things that he achieved with Spain and with Barcelona, let's just keep it real with each other. Let's keep it real honest with each other. Can you name center left backs outside of Marcelo that have achieved more than this guy? There's probably maybe one or two more, but if we're being real honest with each other, he's one of the greatest to ever play the game. Definitely in the top 5, 100%. On the bench, so nobody gets mad at me, I'm going to put Pedri. Because Pedri right now, for me, is going to be one of the players on Barcelona starting 11 that is actually going to go down in the history of Barcelona as one of the greatest Barca midfielders ever. Xavi, Iniesta, all that, they're great, and Pedri's going to be great up there with them. I truly believe by the time his career is done, we would talk about this guy in a very, very special way. We're going to go to the back line. We're going to keep it current. What I'm trying to do is go icon, current, go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go with Kubasi. And this guy is, for me, honestly, I'm a Benfica fan. If I could take anyone from Barcelona at Benfica, I would take him. Now, I know you just said, did you just skip over Pedri and Lamine Yamal? I'm a realist, okay? If Lamine Yamal played for Benfica, he would be gone within 6 months. Some team would come in and snatch him up. Same with Pedri. Maybe Kubasi, we could hide him under the radar for a little bit and keep him for a year or two. But Kubasi is just a phenomenal center back that I would absolutely love, and Benfica could use a really good center back. Up next, we're going to go with one of the most iconic center backs in world football. He always reminds me, I look at him, of Razor Ramon. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but WWF had like a wrestler with long hair. Razor Ramon had a tooth. Anyways, Puyol, one of the greatest center backs to ever do it, man. Him, PK, Sergio Ramos. I mean, they're some of the best. I wanted PK beside Puyol, but he is not in the game, so that's why we're going with Kubasi. At right back, lads, Dani Alves is the most decorated right back for Barcelona in their history, pretty much. But unfortunately, lads, he is not in the game. So that's why we're going to go with the current player in my boy Koundé. And honestly, if I think this is the one thing that's kind of a weakness about Barcelona is Koundé. Not Koundé. Koundé's fantastic. I would just like to see Koundé play more as a center back at Barcelona. And that way they can have a right back that actually gets up and down the field and attacks more of attacking option. When you think about Barcelona, you think about left backs and right backs that really, really know how to attack really well. Why don't we just throw in one of the best defensive mid, but also can help you get into the attack really nice, Sergio Biscuits, a.k.a. Sergio Busquets. Sergio Biscuits is what I like to call him, because this guy, man, he doesn't get the recognition he deserves. When you think about Vieira, you think about the Makalelis and all these guys, right? The Contes, you're like, these are the best CDMs to ever play the game. No. In my opinion, Sergio Busquets is very, very high up this list and possibly could be the best center back to ever do it. Now, I mean CDM to ever do it. Why is he the best CDM to ever do it in my eyes? The reason is because what he did with Spain, what he did with Barca, and not only that, when you think about those teams that play tiki-taka of really, really fast football, guess what? He was part of both of those teams. You got to talk about it. He was absolutely one of the most important pieces in that Barca team and in that Spain team. Lamine Yamal, the future. We went with a lot of the past, but now it's the future. Lamine Yamal is one of the most upcoming superstars in all of football. Neymar, Messi, Ronaldo. I haven't seen a player create so much hype since them like Lamine Yamal has. This kid has created a massive amount of hype. He's going for 1.299 on the market, and we are going to bring him into this starting 11. That team is looking absolutely clean. I think it's time for us to go back to a little historic player to bring into the starting 11. But let's be clear, Lamine Yamal is that guy. Historic player. Let's go with Xavi. We got that big boy Xavi himself, the beast, the machine, the monster, him and Iniesta. You had to just choose. They were both amazing. Which one was your favorite? For me, it was Xavi. A lot of people will call me crazy for that because I think Iniesta was probably better. But for me, Xavi was just so freaking important on the field. He felt like a leader. He felt like, I don't know, and then he ended up going on to be a manager. So if you really think about it, I mean, the guy was special on the field. So I liked both of them, but I preferred Xavi, and I can't give you the exact reason why, but I know one of these guys probably should have won a Ballon d'Or in their time. When Barcelona and Spain won those things back-to-back, and then I think Spain won like a Euro and a World Cup back-to-back, I think one of those guys should have won the Ballon d'Or, and they didn't, unfortunately. Speaking of winning the Ballon d'Or, I believe it was Messi that won the Ballon d'Or that year. Messi, Lionel, plays for Inter Miami, could be your GOAT, maybe not. Up to you. If you want to call him the greatest in the sport, fine. If you don't, fine as well. It doesn't really matter, but what we do know, his stats go on for days. We can sit here and talk about the things he's achieved, the things he's done, the things he can do, the things he always has done. But we're not going to do that. Well, this is about Barcelona. It's not just about Messi. Messi at the striker position beside Lamine Yamal, leaving us with one spot remaining, which is the left wing. Now here we had to go with a present player because it's back and forth, but I really wanted to go with Neymar. The problem is, ladies and gentlemen, Neymar is not in the game. So at the left wing position, I decided to go with Rafinha, who is a current player. And by the way, Rafinha's last season was absolutely amazing. Now, I'm a big Benfica fan. So I watch a lot of the Portuguese league. I never expected when this guy was at Guimarães, I believe he was there, and also at Sporting to be the player he is today. This guy went on to do amazing things after leaving Portugal, went to Leeds and all that stuff and absolutely took off, and then got to Barcelona and showed us something that none of us really thought could happen. He became an absolute superstar. On the bench, I'm going to put a bunch of players from their current team, players like Marcus Rashford, Frankie de Jong, Bolde. I'm not going to put Araujo because a lot of Barca fans are not happy with Araujo in current moment, so I am going to go ahead and leave that boy out of the starting 11 and the reserve and the bench. Now, I'm not going to be making any substitutions. I'm going to keep the team exactly like this when we jump into the challenge, and I am going to attempt to win a game with this team. By the way, can you please rate this team in the comments down below, because what I'm looking at, this is ridiculous. Smash the thumbs up if you enjoyed the channel. Make sure to subscribe. Leave a comment down below of what team you want to see next as a past and present, and we jump into our first game against a 4-2-3-1, which is a very, very tough formation for us to break down. And I got to make sure that we go ahead and pick up a W here, because again, the last thing I want to do is open up my icon pack, hit a crazy icon, and have to discard them. That would just be absolutely a disaster. By the way, one more thing I want to tell you really quickly. I am wearing the Benfica jersey here. Now, you're probably wondering, Skills, why are you wearing the Benfica jersey and not the Barca jersey? I have been trying for the last few months on this game, and I don't know if it's in the game or if it's ever going to come to the game, but I want the 90s Barcelona jersey, or 90 Barcelona jersey. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you see the jersey I'm wearing right there, the Atletico Madrid one, the blue one? That is a Nike 90 jersey, or 90, right? That's what they call them. And they're just a throwback today. They're so nice, bro. Barcelona has their orange one, and I want it so bad in the game, but I cannot find it. And I didn't have a Barca jersey, so I just went with a Benfica jersey. And Iniesta gives us our first goal of the first goal of the challenge. Iniesta, top bins, left-footed, banger into the back of the net. I guess I probably should change it and say, you know what? Iniesta's my favorite. I do want to tell you right now that Puyol has been absolutely stupid good for us. Unbelievable player. He was stepping into everything. I even got a nice little yellow card with him. Listen, sometimes you do what you got to do what you got to do. Juan Garcia cannot get to that one. The game is tied up at 1, and now all of a sudden it's looking like I might have to discard an icon pack, because even if I tie, that's not considered a win. That's a discard, isn't it? A tie is a tie, bro. Xavi drops that thing off to Iniesta. Iniesta drops that thing off to Rafinha. And thunderstruck Rafinha. Very expensive card. Bends it into the bins. You know what's crazy? I do these challenges in like Division 1 and like Division 2 and Elite Division. Like, it's crazy, bro. I shouldn't be doing them here, but I am in Messi. Messi doing Messi type things. You saw it. Wait, inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, and got the beautiful goal. Messi tried to make something happen, but loses the ball to Conde right there. Messi cannot lose the ball in that spot. It's only the 44th minute, so there's still plenty of time, and Henson's gonna have a chance to score. Luckily, she doesn't, but Salma does. I don't know how the ball bounces back over there, bro. Like, let man just get to halftime, bro. Man want to cry, bro. Man sad about that. Like, how does it even get there? And here comes Henson again. We're giving this girl way too much space. We're defending terrible down this side. And by the way, Jordi Alba's over there, which is like my best player. Nice pass here from Pina. Shot. What's her name? Ceci scores. I think that's her name. We get a corner with Xavi. The game's at 3-3. I'm about to have to discard an icon. I give it back to Xavi. Xavi finesses! I told you, choosing between Xavi and Iniesta is hard. Thunderstruck Xavi with a mean finesse shot around everybody, around the keeper, into the back of the net to make it 4-3. Messi lays one off to my boy, Lamine Yamal. We haven't really talked about him much throughout this gameplay, but Lamine Yamal is on the ball. He looks up, he finds Iniesta. Iniesta finds Messi. Messi looks around, trying to find something, can't find nothing. Go back to Messi, go back to my boy Xavi. Go Xavi, go Xavi, hey. Go Xavi, go Xavi, go Xavi, hey. We pick up the win and we save our icon pack. We save it, we did it. We got lucky enough to save it. By the way, when we were tied 3-3, I really thought that I was gonna choke this. I really thought I was gonna choke this. And I just want to tell y'all something right now. I am post-commenting this video because I live-commed it. The problem is when I live-commed it, my mic was not on. Listen, things happen, bro. Things happen, bro. Nice goal for Rafinha and an assist. Goal for Messi and an assist. Lamine Yamal with an assist. 2 assists for my boy Iniesta and a goal. And my boy Xavi with 2 goals. Iniesta got a 10.0, by the way. Wow, he was actually the best player on the field. Yeah, man, I recorded it a live-com. I was mad hyped. I was jumping all over the place. I was so happy that I got to save my icon pack. I was on top of the moon, bro. And then when I went to go back and edit the thing, my mic wasn't on. Lamine Yamal, as you guys know, put up a goal and assist. I was not impressed with him, though. Like, for the amount I paid for that card, I was not that impressed. Messi was cool, but he never really gave me an option to score goals. He just didn't really work in this formation. Rafinha was pretty nice when I got him on the ball. I definitely felt a difference between that card and his gold card. Xavi was a huge upgrade. He wasn't really great until after, like, the 50th minute. That's when he really turned it on. He was definitely getting a lot of interceptions. And then Sergio Busquets and stuff was great as well. But here we go, man. Moment of truth. Whatever's in this pack, I get to keep now because I got very, very lucky. The first one opens up. It's an icon. Center mid. Italian. I ain't got to go no further. That's Pirlo. Now, there is something I want to tell you. Pirlo is one of the most crazy icons in football, right? This guy was legendary when he played. Unfortunately, he sucks in FC 26. So if I did have to discard this guy, I actually wouldn't cry inside. I wouldn't cry. I would have been okay. And by the way, I actually forgot, but we're going to open up 2 of these icon packs. I want you to know that I was going to have to discard both of them, right? When I live-commed that, I said I was going to discard both of them. I just forgot to say in the beginning of this video, so I apologize. We opened up both, and we have to discard both. But because I won the game, I don't have to discard any of them. We get a center back here. We get an Italian center back. I was thinking it was going to be Chiellini. I was like, wait, am I about to get Chiellini icon card? It's Bastoni, and it's going to flip. And it flips to Ribéry, which honestly, I should be jumping out of my seat right now. And I would be if he wasn't duplicate. I already have Ribéry on this account. So that is a duplicate Ribéry, which will have to be inserted into an SBC. So like I said, bro, when I was live coming, I was pretty psyched about being able to keep my icon pack because, hey, look, if I would have had to discard these two, in hindsight, now that I know, I wouldn't have been sad because Ribéry was a duplicate and Pirlo doesn't sell for nothing. But the truth is, luckily, I didn't have to do it, right? And I was playing in a way where I didn't want to have to discard anyone because I didn't know Ribéry was going to come out. Anyways, lads, I hope you guys enjoyed us playing with the most insane Barcelona team of all time. I want to do more challenges for you guys, so please let me know what team is up next. Real Madrid, we've already done one. I would love to do Manchester United, maybe Chelsea, but I would love if you guys got in the comments down below and spammed it, blow it up, throw it a crazy in there, so I know exactly who you guys want to see, and I could bring that into the start, bring that into the video. But I'm thinking maybe Chelsea or Manchester United. That could be absolute vibes. We could also do like nations, but nations are best possible, past and present. They're just best possible. Like the best Portuguese team, the best Brazil team. Oh, I ain't got the coins for the Brazil team. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Subscribe to the new channel. Peace.